Upon partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This pass complete to Higgins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And Stroud now to throw.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Stroud.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Etienne up the middle.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beating them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Vaughn, flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. $6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Vaughn. A short throw to Ingram, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. Thomas goes in motion left.
And Thomas has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays,
and it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And here comes the Texans now. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
In motion goes the tight end.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Texans at 13-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Stroud working out of the gun. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Stroud to throw it.
And his throw is incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Stroud.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason. And after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Houston set to take over. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Stroud.
Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Stroud. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Rocked incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Again, it's Stroud. Looking for Chase near the sideline. He's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud looking to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we?
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. Lawrence, and it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Narvis's kick is good.
And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Stroud. Complete to Addison on the out route.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Josh Hines-Allen
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Stroud sets up the play action. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. From the left hash, this from 34. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Texans' offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Quickly to Addison here.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Lawrence will throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Texans, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.